welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another makeup tutorial. I did this look yesterday because I went out and I was like kind of trial and erroring it, you know. And I was like, I had like a white liner thing going on and I didn't like it, so I had to like go over it with glitter yesterday, and then I kind of ended up messing up the whole glitter and I had to do the whole like left eye over again. Today was a lot better. And then so yeah, so this is the look I came up with for today. I really like it. I think it's cool for like a clubby night, a fun night out, or like something where you want to be like sexy but just like a little dramatic with the glitter. A little, this shit is like so like smoked out, but like so I did like a halo cut crease kind of thing. So yeah, I really like it and I hope you guys like it, and if you do, give it a thumbs up. And you know, more makeup tutorials are coming. I've been like obsessed with watching makeup tutorials lately. Like I just like the creativity. I just like the I'm gonna just skip that. I just like the creativity in them, like, and just using like, you know, products that I already have. Because I feel like sometimes I feel like a lot of times I feel like I have to keep buying makeup just to keep up with like YouTube and, you know, the bigger girls that get everything for free and stuff. So but I was like looking at my stuff yesterday, I was like, you know what, I could create some awesome shit with stuff I already have. I don't know why I'm always trying to spend money and stuff, but yeah, sometimes it's just an excuse to have more makeup. I did clean out my vanity this weekend, so it's looking a little better. I threw away some stuff, and you know, I'm just like, you know what, why am I buying so much goddamn makeup? But it's like an addiction. Anyways anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you do. Any requests, anything like that, leave it down below, and please subscribe. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye. Alright, so starting off, we're taking this color called Wild Soul from the I Love Saturday Times Color Pop collection. It's actually one of my favorite shades from this palette. I use it all the time now, and I'm just packing that on back and forth onto my lid. And I build it up into my outer corner, and I also make sure that I start building that pigment across my inner corner too, because I always kind of start blending in my outer corner and kind of forget that, you know, when I pat it down there's a lot of pigment on there. So I do also make sure I start in my lid and blend that back and forth too, and make sure this color is like all over my eye and my lid, just to create a really nice transition shade. I'm taking the color Love Letter from the Modern Renaissance palette, which is a kind of like burgundy reddish color, and I just blend that back and forth with my Elena Badro brush, which is more like a 217 from MAC, which I always mention that whenever I use this brush, because that's what like I compare it to all the time. They pretty much look the same. This brush I got at Namie's a few years back. I'm not sure where you can get it now, so sorry, but I just packed that back and forth, and that's just going to create a little bit more dimension into my crease, and I just make sure that it's pigmented all over. I did go in a couple times, and I also, you guys, what I do now is kind of like not take extra, sorry, also a lot of my shots were not the best in this tutorial, but you know, I got the basis of it when I was editing it. But what I do is also I make sure I don't take any extra product, and I kind of make sure I buff out the top part of my shades. And then I also go back in with a little bit of Wild Soul, just to kind of make sure it's still kind of like popping over there and everything's nice and smooth. Then I'm taking the color Cypress Umber from the Modern Renaissance palette, and this is just like a dark brown shade. I really like this shade because it's really pigmented, and I'm using my M506 to kind of blend it back and forth. I also don't take this too far up into the crease and my brow bone. I kind of wanted to stick right directly into like kind of like right on my lid and right where my crease starts, and I just kind of blend it back and forth, because this is really just so it could peek out once I cut my crease, and you know, there's a little bit more depth and dimension when I cut it, so it's not just like red and yellow, you know. And then I just go in and kind of buff out the top part with a little bit more of the Wild Soul, just to make sure everything is still nice and smooth. And I also take this Q-tip just to kind of wipe off like excess product on my lid. You can also use like some makeup remover, but I didn't have any on hand, and I was like, I'm not about to go look for some. So I just kind of wiped off whatever I could just to create a really clean crease for myself. And then I start cutting my crease, and I'm going to create like a halo type of cut crease. So that's pretty much where I ended up. I would have shown you guys more, but I think I zoomed in too much this time, you guys, and I couldn't like really get one. But I also try and like lightly take concealer, because you also don't want to pack on too much concealer, because then it's too wet and you can't really like work with it. I also always kind of go in with a little bit more of the darker shades and the shades that I use, just to make sure they're still showing up. And I usually go in with either the M506 or like a nice little like liner brush, just to like clean it up a bit. Started working on my cut crease colors that are going on my lid. Something that I've learned recently also, while actually I was doing this video, is like the color also, when I'm doing something like this, comes out a lot better when I pack it on rather than what I'm doing right now. So I did do the packing thing on my other lid first. You know, I was just kind of like trial and error, you know. And then I packed in some of Cypress Umber in the outer corner, just very lightly, because I was kind of like testing how far I wanted to go, because I've taken it before like a little bit too far, where I don't leave any space in the middle. So that's something like, you know, you want to consider, if like however your lid space is, you know. Sometimes I think I have more lid space than I actually do. But as you can see, it comes out more pigmented when you kind of like pack it on instead of like trying to blend it all at once. And then I'm just using my M506 again, just to kind of make sure I'm leaving some color in the inner and outer corner. And that's Cypress Umber again. I'm just kind of blending it back and forth. And then I take Love Letter as well, and I put it in between the yellow and black, just kind of like making sure it's popping up a little bit. I didn't get that many good shots of me blending it all together, but honestly I feel like it could have looked a lot better, but that's just me, my personal opinion. But yeah, it's all like just, but I did like it at the end, but like I just feel like I could have done it better, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just me, you know. But yeah, I just kind of kept on packing the shades and making sure that all the shades were kind of still peeking through, and kind of blending them together, because they tend to kind of disappear and mesh all together when I do too much blending. So I'm just carefully kind of packing and blending at the same time. And yeah. And I wanted a center color that was going to really pop. So this is Forever Lit from, it's a highlight, but I like to use it like literally for a highlight, for my brow bone, for whenever I want like a really popping, like frosted kind of white shade. And I just packed that on with a flat brush. I believe this is a Morphe brush, but I'm not quite sure what number is it. And I just put that right in the center to get a really nice little shine going. And then once I'm done with that, I go in with some eyelash glue to kind of go across my cut crease right in the center. Also, I kind of feel like the line could have been thinner, you know, but you know, it didn't look bad kind of like with a little bit more extra glitter. But I do kind of wish the line would have been thinner after I saw the finished look, you know. But it did come out really pretty. And this is a rose gold glitter from JCat. Then I just wiped all the excess glitter and I lined my lash line so I can hide my lashes a little better. And I have been liking doing this lately because I feel like it just makes the lashes a lot better. And I'm using the Lash Bar LA lashes in Boss Babe, which are my favorite. And for primer, I'm going in with the Morphe primer, the new revitalizing one. And foundation, I'm going in with my usual and my beauty blender, which is my Lumi foundation and the Milani. I just been liking that combo lately. If you guys watch my videos, if I've been using it. Then I went in with some Fenty concealer because, you know, I was like, you know what, I'll try it. Even though I have my Urban Decay, I was like, you know what, just to do something different. And I was like, ugh, I didn't like it. And I was like, oh my god, like I just didn't like the way, I don't know, I felt like it settled down like into my, like if you can see, like, oh my god, look at those creases. I was just like, the fuck. But anyways, I worked with it anyways, and then I set it with some translucent powder. And yeah, that's my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I think it kind of like saved the day a little bit, you know. I was like, okay, you know, my powder's kind of working with it. Then I used the LA Girl concealer to contour my face, and I didn't show a clip of it, but I do actually set that with my Bahama Mama bronzer, just to make sure everything's nice and smooth and it's not gonna move everywhere, you know. So yeah. I went in with some blush. This is a new one from Kylie from the Valentine's collection. It's called Crush. And it's just a really nice, like, soft pink blush. And then I went in with my Amrezy times Anastasia highlight because I wanted more of like a golden highlight for this look. And this is kind of like my favorite one when it comes to that kind of vibe. So I used that on my brow bone. And I also took it into like my inner corner highlight. And then I started working on my lower lash line, and my lower lash line I pretty much threw in all the colors that I used on my crease, like Wild Soul, Love Letter, and Cypress Umber, and I just worked those right into my lower lash line. Then I took this lip color from, I think it's a lip liner by Jouer, but and then this freaking color from ColourPop called Mija, but I freaking hated it, the combo, so I just ended up taking it off and putting a liquid lipstick. Look at me, I was like, I put the color Bronze, and it's just kind of like more of a nudish brown, and I just threw it on real quick because I was already frustrated. And then after that, this look is over, and I hope you guys enjoyed the look. Let me know what you guys think and leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.